Hello. I know you have been there before. You walk into a public restroom and the smell overwhelms you. And it's not the smell of dirty, but the smell of chemical filled soap or even worse, the toxic chemical filled air fresheners. Anybody? I know you know that feeling of just being totally overwhelmed. We're going to talk about that today. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. It's Free Friday. We're back in the bathroom. We're back in my tiny bathroom in our fifth wheel. Welcome. Thank you for joining us live here on our Three Life Essentials Facebook page, or whether you're joining us on the replay or on our YouTube channel. Welcome to you. You have options of where you're going to join us at your convenience. You wouldn't know it, but you're joining us live from Red River, New Mexico. If you've never been here before, oh my goodness, come explore here. Take your family. It's a beautiful, quaint little town, and you would love it. So, my name's Amy Miller. If you're joining live, say hello. And I am a crunchy mom researcher. I do a lot of research. Good morning, Bethany. Good morning to you. Together with my husband, we founded Three Life Essentials, where we're advocating wellness in all areas of our lives, in our spiritual health, in our health care, and in our lifestyle. Those are our Three Life Essentials. This is Free Friday, where we are addressing freedom to live life more abundantly, more fully. And if we can do that in an effective way, in a safe way that saves us money, bonuses for all those things. Today, we're going to be free from being dirty. We're going to be free from all the yuckies on our hands, because aren't they like... That's one of the fastest ways to get sick, right? We're going to be free to spend money on other things than soap. We're going to freedom to have some choices here. I like choices. I don't like too many choices because that can be overwhelming, but we are going to have freedom for at least two choices, and freedom when we're on the go. So now, those of you who joined at the beginning, I've been wanting to share this for the last few weeks, and finally we got all the technical kinks worked out of it. But I have a link to now share with you where all of our protocols for DIY recipes and cooking food recipes are all in one location on our website where you can find those. It is recipes.threelifeessentials.com. Hey, Katie. And so I'm going to copy that hopefully right now and be able to share that with you. We'll see how that works. You guys know, those of you who've been with me for a while, sometimes it doesn't work that way. Okay, so I'm going to go on here and see if I can share with you, but it's recipes.threelifeessentials.com. Now, today's is not on there yet. Hopefully we'll have that in there by next week, but you can see all of the previous ones we've done. Okay, yeah. Oh, awesome. It's going to let me share it, I think. Okay, I put it right in there for you. Oh, and I'm going to pin it to the top so that you can see that. So you can go back and see our DIY deodorant, our gluten-free power bowls that we did, our orange Julius's that we did, all the different recipes and things that we've done, so you'll be able to see that. So yay. Now, today we're going to talk about why we would want to even make our own foaming hand soap. And we're going to talk a little bit about give you two choices for some safer, more effective hand soap. And then I'm going to give you a bonus at the end specifically for on the go, when you're on the go, because that's in those public restrooms, when you're in those different restrooms, when we've been out hiking in different restrooms, after you discover what is in those ingredients, you don't want them soaking into your skin. And so I've got an on-the-go option for you too. So those of you who have been with us for a while, actually, before I back up, let me back up. Share this with somebody you know that needs to know this. You're loving the deodorant, Bethany. Awesome. I'm curious, what oils did you end up putting in yours? I just made another round because we had an accident with our previous, long story. But I made another round and I used frankincense and balance. Let me see if this will let me share this video as well. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I don't see a share button here. So maybe I can share this video. But if you can share the video, all it says is a finish. So I'm not seeing an option to share with you guys. Okay. I'll try to share it from here. Because I know that I have friends and family who would really benefit from this information. So, so I'm going to share this. So I'm curious, how many of you already, you make your own hand soap at home? Even if you're watching this on the replay, comment below because I'm curious to hear. Do you make your own? What do you, and if you do buy, what brand do you usually buy? What's the brand you love? Bethany, you did frankincense and lavender in your deodorant. I love that. Yeah, this frankincense is going to keep those cells happy and healthy. So, okay, I'm going to share this one other place because we have moms in our group that would love this information too. Okay, so we know that whatever we put on our skin is readily absorbed into our bodies and can either make our bodies healthier or make our bodies weaker. I like to tell our boys that anything that we put in or on our bodies, breathing it in, ingesting it, absorbing into our skin is going to either make us stronger or weaker. All of those choices, and those choices added up over time can cause some serious health benefits or health risks and side effects. So, so here's what we're going to talk about. Now, we all look at like getting the purest things for our children. But let's think about that for everybody. So, tip number 1, don't use antibacterial soap. People have been told that regular soap isn't good and that antibacterial soap is better for lowering the risk of infection. But, and I'm looking at my notes here, antibacterial soaps have become so prevalent in households. It's actually estimated that 72% of the liquid soap that's sold in the U.S. has antibacterial ingredients. And it's not just in soap, it's in toothpaste, which we've talked about that in our Free Fridays. We've talked about laundry detergents, it's in dish soaps, all those kinds of things. And so we've talked about that in our previous episodes. And you guys can go back on our YouTube channel, or you can scroll through on our Facebook page here and see those. And so even though it's important to wash our hands frequently, because that's what we've seen is like one of the number one ways that we can get sick is with dirty hands, chemical-free natural soaps and water are just as effective. I would even risk to say more effective because of what goes into this soap. And so we've seen that overuse of antibacterial soaps, just like antibiotic usage, promotes the growth of drug-resistant superbugs. And triclosan is an active ingredient in not only antibacterial soaps, also in your hand sanitizers and things. And so we want to avoid the triclosan. Become that expert label reader. Avoid the triclosan because it's not only an endocrine disruptor, a hormone disruptor. You want to avoid the sodium lauryl sulfate, parabens, which have all been known to just throw off our systems, you guys. We wonder why we have the diagnoses that we have now, and we think that we need to just treat those symptoms. But actually what we need to begin to do is start kicking these toxic chemicals that we have in our homes to the curb, because every single little decision like that we make makes a huge difference in our health long term. And so, we're not going to go into a whole lot more details about the toxic ingredients, but you can begin to Google these. And in fact, I'm going to show you, tell you what you can do. You can actually go to the Environmental Working Group's website. In fact, they even have an app you can put on your phone that's called the Skin Deep Database, and you can type in ingredients and you can see the toxic levels. You can see the research done on that ingredient, and you can see the impact that it has on our health. And good news is, but the good news of all that sounds doom and gloom, right? Who feels like that sounds like doom and gloom and that you have no options? The good news is you have options. You have options that are not only safer, that they're more effective, and they're even less expensive. You save money. So here's what I'm going to show you here. Now, even when you go to the store and if it says natural on it or organic, you guys, we have to become expert label readers, or allow me to at least do the research for you. When you want to even read the labels if it says natural and organic. You cannot trust the marketing labels that are on the front, because we've seen over time that those are just that, marketing. And so you want to read those labels because even those can have synthetic fragrances, synthetic colors in them that make them still endocrine disruptors, hormone disruptors, and things like that. So, okay, here's two options for you. The first option is kind of like if you are like, I don't got time for DIY stuff. Hey, Daisy, I don't got time for DIY stuff. I don't have time to make something. I need something like simple, quick, and easy. Now, this doesn't save you quite as much money, but sometimes you weigh the factors in your family situation where you say, well, time is the bigger issue, or I need something more convenient. Personally, I think the DIYs aren't that inconvenient, but sometimes you want to have this as an option. So doTERRA's On Guard line, the protective blend that doTERRA has of those powerhouse oils, the cinnamon, the clove, the rosemary, the eucalyptus, those powerhouse that you can go on PubMed and see the research, the peer-reviewed research that's been done on this blend of essential oils and how effective it is. Especially with those that we talked about, the overuse of antibiotics and those super bugs. You want to look up that information. And this blend of oils is in this pre-made hand wash. It's a foaming hand wash. And you literally just take a foaming hand pump. You can get these anywhere. I get these for $2 from doTERRA, but you can get these anywhere. You can even get them online. And you literally just open and pour. Okay? Simple as that. And then you're not dealing with any of the triclosan, you're not dealing with the parabens, you're not dealing with any of that. Now, another option for you is a DIY option. Hi, Morris. And so another option is a DIY. Now, if you're just joining us, make sure you go back to the beginning where you can find our link where you can see all of our previous episodes where we provide you with all the ingredients and how to do all of these different recipes that we've done, from deodorant to our Orange Julius to our gluten-free power bowls to our laundry detergent. All of that, you can go back and find that there. So make sure you go back to the beginning so you can see all that. But the DIY foaming hand soap, now you guys know that the recipes for these are really not even recipes. I mean, you don't have to put much to them, but I usually take like a big canning jar like this, and you can see mine's already in here. There's literally just 4 ingredients in this. Hey, Lydia, good to see you. And so I'm going to go ahead and pour, we've been going through altitude changes. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it had a little fizz there at the beginning when I just opened that. Pretty much everything I open up these days in my house has like that little fizz there. So I'm just going to pour this in here. And little pro tip here for you, don't ever pour to the very top, right? Because then it overfills everywhere. And that's it. So what I put in here is I put in, let me see. So 1 1/4 cup of Castile soap. You want unscented Castile soap. You can find this in your natural section of your grocery store. You can find it online. I got this one from Azure Standard. I'll be sharing with you guys where you can get your own link. Find these on Shop Azure Standard. Our link is, if somebody's on, you can type this in the comments for us. It's bit.ly/shop Azure, I think is the link. Yes, Shop Azure, bit.ly/shop Azure, like the color blue Azure. And you can find access to these at discounted prices. You can find things in bulk too. But you want Castile soap because it's the purest soap. So you're gonna do 1 1/4 cup of your Castile soap. Then you're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of vegetable glycerin. Again, you can get this online on Amazon if you'd like. I think we even have this on our Shop Amazon page. It doesn't cost you anything to shop on our Amazon page, but it does share with us the cost savings. So vegetable glycerin, you're going to add that because that's going to be what softens the hands. It's going to make it where it's softening to your hands. And then you'll add in 42 drops of your On Guard. Now you'd be maybe like, whoa, that sounds like a lot. Because those of you who've been with us for a while know that when you're using doTERRA, you use 1 to 2 drops at a time max. Now, if you've been using other essential oils, I cannot speak to that. But when you're using something as high of quality as doTERRA's essential oils, you've used very little. But what we're talking about is in this big half-gallon jar size, and these are going to be filling all of your little foaming hand soaps that you have around your house, in your bathroom, in your guest bathroom, in your kitchen. We have these everywhere. We actually even put some of these out there in our garage, or, well, we don't have in a garage anymore, but in our basement that we have. So you can put them everywhere. What ends up being in about each one of these foaming hand soaps is about 6 to 7 drops. So that seems a little bit less like, whoa, doesn't it? Okay, comment below. I haven't heard from you. Those of you who make your own soap at home, comment below if you do. And if you don't, tell me what your favorite brand is that you use of soap and why you like it so much. Now you'll notice this is not colored in any way. It does have kind of a yellowish kind of tinge to it, and that's from some of the essential oils that are in here, from the clove and the cinnamon and the wild orange that's in here. So it's going to be a more natural color, and that's okay. That's what you want. You don't want synthetic colors going into your body. Okay, so literally that's all you have to do to make it. Now I told you I was going to give you a bonus on the go. Okay. I'm curious, how many of you do get overwhelmed? I talked about in the beginning, how many of you get overwhelmed when you walk into that public restroom and that smell overwhelms you? I'm not talking about the dirty smell. I'm talking about that chemical-laden smell of air fresheners and chemical-heavy soaps. Anybody? It just overtakes you. It happens at Bed Bath & Beyond too. Anybody else? Comment below. I would love to hear from you. Okay, here's the on-the-go solution. So if we don't want it in our homes, we don't want it when we're on the go either. And especially when we're in the summer, when we're out and we're out about and we're out at ball games and things like that, we need to have solutions. So this solution right here, this is the soap, the same soap I just showed you, in a small little pump. I keep this in a backpack, or in my purse everywhere we go, and we have our own soap with it. Yes, we're those weird people that like pump our own soap in the public restroom. Yes, I am weird like that. I don't care. So let me show you how I found this cute little soap and I was able to label it. So I took, now you may be able to find this online, but what I took was doTERRA sells an HD clear face wash. I used that up, emptied it, and rinsed it out and everything. And then I filled this with the hand wash. And then this label just comes from doTERRA's other side of their line. Let me see if I have it right here. Yeah. You can see I've taken the label off of here. This is the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. And I've just removed this label from here and put it on here. That way I know what this is. So we have it everywhere we go. And now I don't feel like I have to compromise when I'm on the go too. So I would love to hear it. Now I'm about to sign off. Don't forget to go back to the beginning and get the link where you can find all of our previous episodes, recipes and DIYs and things like that. We've done that just for you guys to be able to have access to all of that. Bethany, you said you make your own, but you never put in the glycerin. Yes, that is going to be the key to make it softening for your hands. Yeah, the vegetable glycerin. And you want it food grade. This says non-GMO. And I get this one from Azure Standard. This lasts forever. I think you can even get them in smaller containers. Yes, you need that pump. I think they're $2. You can get them for really inexpensive. Or, oh, you need this one too. Yes, yes. So we would love to hear from you. Comment below. What kind of topics are you wanting to hear from us in the future? Topics related to the summer and outdoors, about our homeschooling weirdness, about our traveling full time. What do you want to know? Because we want to bring topics that bring value to you. And those of you who are, if you want to join in our YouTube channel so that you can be able to view these videos on your own pace, or if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, because we want to hear from you. But you can easily subscribe. I'm going to put the link here in the video so that you can have that on our YouTube channel. We hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.